So when Washington wanted to announce its re-emergence on the Pac-12 stage, it had to go through the Cardinal. And when Stanford came to Montlake for a Friday night top 10 showdown last September, the Huskies did just that, manhandling an overmatched Cardinal squad 44-6. It wasn't just the lopsided scoreline that was the story, so much as the physical beatdown Washington put on Stanford. The Huskies beat the Cardinal at its own game, badly, and it sent the message that as of that moment, power in the Pac-12 North went through Seattle. This time around, it's the U going on the road to Palo Alto for the rematch, and while the overall schemes of the two teams may be the same, Washington and Stanford look a lot different. 9 games in, the number 9 Huskies, 8-1, 5-1 Pac-12, haven't had much in common with the team the pundits predicted to see, but the end result has been a contender to repeat both as Pac-12 champions and college football playoff contenders. Whatever postseason aspirations the Huskies have, though, will be tested in a primetime weeknight matchup as the Dogs go to Stanford. Rather than taking any step backward, the U defense has been even better than it was last year. Despite having to shuffle players in the secondary, the unit is completely clamped down on opposing offenses and stacks up as the best defense in the nation, giving up fewer yards per game, 240.9, than anyone else in the FBS. If you're going to have a good team, to me it's always going to start out on defense, head coach Chris Peterson said. We've had good defenses for a long time. Everybody likes to talk about offense, complain about offense, or brag about offense, but I think it always starts on defense. Much of Washington's success has come from its ability to limit explosive plays, forcing opposing offenses to put together long drives to find points. It's exactly what happened last weekend against Oregon. The Ducks ran for 247 yards, the most the Huskies have given up this season on the ground, but didn't have a rush over 19 yards. Having to piece together longer marches down the field, the Oregon offense crumbled every time and only managed 3 points. At the end of the day, it's about points, Peterson said. Guys can go up and down the field all day they want, but if they aren't getting points, that's what matters. The Dogs will have their work cut out for them this week to have similar success keeping everything in front of them. Stanford, or rather, its star tailback Bryce Love, is better than anyone in the country at breaking off home run plays. Love has had a touchdown run of at least 50 yards in each of the past 7 games he's played. When Stanford came to Seattle last year, it brought Christian McCaffrey, one of the best backs in the country entering the year. Washington held McCaffrey to just 49 yards, thanks in large part to a dominating performance by its edge rushers and defensive backs in keeping the star tailback contained. The key is playing with great block leverage, being physical, not running around blocks, defensive coordinator Pete Kwiatkowski said. Then on the back end, whoever the edge of the defense is, whoever your force players are, playing with good leverage. The Huskies did a great job forcing McCaffrey up the middle and sealing off any chance at bouncing to the outside. If the U wants to hold Love down to similar results, it will start with a battle along the edge. They're a stout team, sophomore outside linebacker Benning Poto has said. They're all about power, moving forward, running it down your throats. Just hold your ground, set the edge, and do your job. Make sure nothing gets outside of you. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. Friday at the Farm. The game will air on Fox Sports 1.